taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty.
All right, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to today's stream. Today we are starting up back the inventory application that we had continued. But before that, we have to introduce this properly. This is the second half of the inventory application startup that we had continuously been continuously developing from the very beginning, until we've gotten to a point where we can say, yes, we have gotten to halfway. We've gotten to half time. Ladies and gentlemen, the second half is beginning tonight. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is your host, Steve Nyanumba. It's been a precious 4 days of rest off of this application. We've been doing a lot on the other sides of clientele projects. We even streamed one yesterday where I rushed through like maybe say 70% of its development. And it's good to show you that once you've been doing this for quite some time on your own, you can be able to develop, or rather you can be able to get somebody else's site running in less than 3 days. And I'm sure that most of you have been doing due diligence in trying as much as you can to get clientele projects, and once you get them, you be willing to trying as much as you can to completing them. But you know, as it stands right now, we're still getting the hang of things. We're still not perfect, but eventually we will get there. So this is still the client's project that we're still working on, but I can switch it now back to the inventory application to continue where we left off, back to the very ends of where we left at sales and purchases of products. I welcome all of you who have joined the stream today. If you're not going to join the stream and you're watching this on an actual video, like on actual video format, I also welcome you all the same. Thank you so much for the support that has been ongoing for the past week or so, or for actually the past 2 weeks or so. I really do appreciate it, all of you. And yeah, let's keep it up. Let's actually try as much as we can to learn. We have learned a lot while we're on stream. I've learned a lot from multiple guys who've been commenting on live chats, multiple guys who've been commenting on the video as it's live. And thank you so much for also enabling me to enhance my skills. It takes a lot of courage to actually post stuff like this online, because you know I may not be perfect at everything. I may actually probably be following the wrong conventions in terms of crafting these things, but you know, you never know until you actually, you know, do something. Yeah. And one thing I was going to post something on my LinkedIn and also on my Instagram about how you know, you never know, if you continue fearing if you continue fearing the trial stage of everything that you do, you're never going to actually learn, because fear is the best educator. Sorry, not fear, but failure. Failure is the best educator. And fear is a very pointless emotion that gets brought out or gets born because of ignorance. So I try as much as I can not to fear and post as much as I can, so that we can be able to learn. We fail and then we change, we grow, and we do this as many times, not only to just get it right the first time, but we do it as many times as we can to avoid getting it wrong ever again. And so without further ado, let's just continue from where we left off, and let's actually, like, from the half point review, you guys can remember that we actually saw how far we had gotten with this inventory application. So I'm just going to come in here and type inventory.test. Let's actually see where we are. Okay, so all I have to do is log in. Of course, there's already some dummy data that we're using in order to craft out some of the UI, so that we can be able to, you know, maneuver through this application much simpler. I'm just going to do npm run dev. I shortened it actually in my system, nrd. Npm run dev is shortened to nrd, so that's going to run like that. I'm just going to come in here, refresh this, so that you guys can be able to see how far we've actually gone with this. Yeah, so the only thing that the only reason why this you know, this side is usually not showing the background is because the background was custom coded with a custom gradient over here in my SAS file. You can see background color is this blue, and then you can see background image starts from that blue and goes to the darkened version of this red, and that's how it goes. So like that's essentially what this you know, this background over here, this blue to red is. And yeah, okay, so I'm going to come in here and just check. We know that we can craft out our payment methods, right? We know we can do that. We know we can do our quotations. Okay, we can't do our quotations just yet, but payment methods can be crafted out. So how about sales and purchase payments, and then invoices as well, and quotations? So let's start with sales payments and purchase payments. Let's see what the database tables have to say for us. So I'm going to come in here into my database, migrations, and then I'm going to look for sales payments, which is crafted out like the sale ID and then payment method ID and amount. All right. So in any case, I have to be able to come up with a list of payments that have been made. So I'm going to come and seed that data. So I'm just going to come in into seeders, and then we have this side for purchase payments, and we also have the side for the sales payments, I believe. It should be here somewhere. Okay, since it's not there, I'm going to just create it right now. So sales payment seeder. So I'm going to make Cedar sales payments Cedar. So we have the purchase payment Cedar, we have the sales payment Cedar. So in the sales payment Cedar, that's what we're going to start with. We just want to craft it out like you know, a random sale. So all I want to do is I want to make how many sales? I want to make 15 sales payments, maybe say 25 sales payments, given that we have a certain number of sales already made. So sales Cedar, we have, we only have 5 sales that are already in the DB. So let's actually make 75 of them, right? For purchases, we're going to make more. We're going to go back and make like say 150 purchases. Now coming to our sales payments, we're going to do 15 of them, and purchases we're probably going to do like say 25, 30 of them, maybe 40 even. So I'm going to craft out 15 sales payments, right? So I'm going to come in here and say payment is equal to new sales payment. Just minimize this and see how well we're doing in terms of volumes. Okay, yeah, volume is good. Okay, so we're going to create a new payment, a new sales payment. In here we're saying the payment sales ID, sale ID is equal to random. So I'm going to do a random between 1 and a count of you know, sale. Oh, so this is how I normally do it, like but there's someone who showed me a different way to go about it. So I'm just going to come in here and do sale count. So now in this situation we have to check for the sale that has been attached to this particular payment. So you're going to come in here and say if sale or if payment I'm just going to do if sales payment. So if sales payment find, then I'm going to come in and say payment sales ID exists. I think that's the right method, right? And then we just need to change it. So in this situation, what I'm going to do is, instead of an if statement, I'm going to do a while statement, so that every single time that this thing is crafted and then you find another sales payment that has the same sale ID, then you have to generate another one. Okay, so then we move on from there. So the sale ID is already been crafted. I'm going to look at the table again. So this is going to be inside the sales payments table. I'm going to open it to the side. Okay, so there's a payment method ID. So over here, I'll just do payment method ID is equal to, then we're going to just do another random. So we're going to randomize between 1 and, you know, payment method count. So let's actually look at what this counts all elements in an array or something in an object. Yeah. So I think that's it. I don't know if this method, I've never used this method. I usually count all. I just throw in a count all situation. Then I do amount. So I'll do payment amount is equal to, I'll do a random now between 1 and the balance of that sale. So I'll do payment sale balance. So the thing about this is that there has to be a method inside here called balance that, you know, well, I'm just going to say get balance attribute or something like that. There has to be a balance attribute attached to the sale that we are attaching to the payments. We'll talk about that in a few. Just let's create this. So the amount is that, random between 1 and the balance, and then we save. So let's continue with how we set up that particular balance method. So we'll go back to our models for the sales. The first thing is we go back to the model for the payments actually. I'll go to the model, then we'll go to sales payment. Inside sales payment is going to be a function. This function is going to be called a sale. So a payment method has to always be attached to one sale ID, right? Like one sale. So I'm going to come in and say return this, and then I'm going to say belongs to. Okay, I'm going to say belongs to, and then we do sale class. So I want to do sale class like that. This is already attached to a sale. Now we'll do the same for the sales itself. Okay, we'll have to go to the sale.php, and then we go and say, okay, we have a function over here called payments. So payments. Then over here we have to return this has many. So one sale can have multiple payments. So has many sale payments. Sales payment class, like that. And once we do that, we know that a sales payment has an amount attached to it. So in order to get the balance, we have to just say, okay, we have a function over here, and it's called get balance attribute. And this one just returns the figure of the balance in accordance to the default currency. So I'm just going to come in here and say, okay, the sales has an amount, so return. So this sales amount, let's actually go to the sales table. Let's say this is a sales table. So in this sales table, we have a total amount that is already there. So total cost over here, total cost. We'll get the total cost. So this total cost, okay, and then we have to subtract, okay. We have to subtract the total number of payments that have been made, like the amount and total number of payments. So the return is not that simple. So we'll just come in here and state balance is equal to this total cost, right? And then I'll say for each of the payments that have been coming, like let's say for example, let's say for each of these payments as payment. So for each of these payments as payment, we have to take now this amount from the payment side of things and subtract it progressively from the balance. So I'll come in and say balance is minus equals, to the payment amount. And that's it. That should be the right way to go about it. And then I'll come in here and say return balance. So every single time we've already attached, like once we attach a sale ID, okay, the balance is already attached to now the payment. Like we already are interlinking the payment to the sales payment to the sale. And that's why we're able to carry out this function over here after attaching the sale ID. So then we'll do just payment save. We'll save it like that. Maybe we can even do 25 sale payments. So the thing about it is that sales payments can have, the sale ID can occur more than once. So what I'll do in this situation, I'll say if the sale ID, we're talking about the sale ID in this situation, if the sale ID is balance is equal to 0, okay, that's when we now do the sale ID, okay. And now we can't, if the balance over here is 1, then the random amount that will be in in talks over here will be the between 1 and 1, which makes sure that we don't put in a balance in the sales that is above the balance, the actual balance that's there. And then we save, and then that's it. So you'll never find that there's an account that has negative balance through these seeds, and that's the aim. That's the general aim of this situation. So while the sales payment balance is 0, you select another one. That's the aim. That's the aim of this in particular. So I'm just going to finish that. That's the sales payments done. What about the purchase payments? So we'll talk about the purchase payments, which is over here. So if we come and open the purchase payments, it's pretty much more or less the same as the sales payments. So I'm just going to come into the sales payments seeder. I'm going to copy all of this and paste it inside the purchase payments seeder. But instead of sales payment, we'll just be doing purchase payment. So purchase payments, no, not purchase payment. Okay, purchase payment, and then we'll have purchases, so purchase count there. Then we'll have while purchase payment, find ID, so payment purchase ID. This one should be purchase ID, and payment purchase ID. Yeah, while payment purchase ID balance is equal to 0, then come in here and say we randomize there. Then we have the payment method. The payment method can be any. It can literally be any of them. And then we have the payment amount, and then the payment save, which is fine. Payment, and then over here it's payment, then purchase, and then balance. So in the purchases model, just like the sales model, so let's just open up the sales model on this side. So we'll open the sales model over here, and then we'll open the purchases model on this side, purchase over here. So you can see we have the total cost, we have total cost as well over here. We'll have payments over here as well. So we'll come in here and just copy both of these functions right here. It's just pretty much the same. It's very identical to each other. So we'll have the sales payment. This one is supposed to be purchase payment. Right, this is supposed to be purchase payment. And then we'll have to get the balance, which talks about the payments. So since we're using the same attributes for both sales and purchases, we don't really have to change anything over here. And that's pretty much how we go about that. So we have sorted it out. We've literally just sorted all that out. All we just need to do now is run the seeder. But on running the seeder, we have to let's actually do this. So we'll do sales payment seeder, and then we'll do purchase payments, and that's it. I think we're good. Are we good with that? We're definitely sorted with this, and it's very. It will seem robust once we do the seeds. So let's just do it again. So PIMFS PHP artisan migrate fresh seed, and we'll see now the seeders as they go on. So we have our first violation, which comes in the product purchase order table. So it's saying the syntax error or access violation, multiple primary keys defined. So yeah, we understand that when we are creating ID over here, we're not supposed to create a primary key. So I'm just going to close that off, and then we're also going to do the same for product sale here. And that's it. I'm sure that's pretty much it. So there's product purchase order and product sales order, and let's do it. So we have another violation. So this is a purchase order ID. Doesn't exist in the table. So we're over here inside the product sale order. It shouldn't be purchase order ID, but order ID. So you see, inside the purchase order ID, we are using purchase order, but then inside the sale order ID, we're using sale order. Like we're just using order, the word order, in the sense that these are coming from customers. So when customers request for something, that's just an order. And really attaching the name sale to the order is not really ideal, but yeah. So let this run, and then we see what happens next in terms of like the valuation and all the purchases that we've made, all the sales that we've made, and we can actually try as much as we can to formulate the UI. And once we formulate the UI, we'll be able to, estimate based on the sales and based on the purchases, how much money have we made. And then we'll also use time framing, such that regardless of when you've made the sale, you'll be able to track it down and compare it to previous times, which will be very nice and very lovely to use in the scale of like maybe data modeling and making decisions and predictions and all that stuff. So the purchase seeder is done, the sales seeder is on its way. Let's see that if that function called count will work. We had a subscriber from 4 hours ago. It's time to shout them out. Conmon Natwat, welcome to the TechChess family. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys subscribing to the channel. This really promotes the channel, and in terms of like even getting to that section for monetization, which is also, it's probably one of the goals of this as well. I mean, it would be nice to make some money out of this, but all the same, it's also a very safe section of motivation, because the more people are actually willing to learn, the better. For me, it's a motivating factor, and I get to also expand my knowledge and actually give it back to you guys. The process of giving it back, it makes it so that it cements. The more you teach, the more it stays in. It's a very huge what's this? It's like an oxymoron mostly. Is it? I don't know what the definition of an oxymoron is in plain English. I should actually check it out. Okay, so we have a problem here. We have saying attempting to read property balance on null, and the thing about that is, you see in the payment seeder, it should actually read the balance. It should actually read the balance. If we go to payment, actually, yes, I see why we're getting null on this situation. You see, when we're going to payment, the sales payment should have a model called, should have a function. The sales payment model should have a function over here called sale. But then when you go to the purchase payment model, we have to have a model here called purchase. So we'll go to the sales payment. Okay, we'll go to the sales payment. This actually should work. So I don't understand why we're having a bit of a shift in senses over here. But let's see. In fact, let's actually comment out these add-ons so that we don't see these ones more, including the sales seeder. We're going to actually try this. We're going to first, let's sort out the purchase payments situation. So function, we have a purchase attached to this, and we're going to say return this belongs to purchase class. Just the same way that this one belongs to a sales class. Okay, let's see what happens here. So I'm just going to come in here and type PA_DB:seed. So we have the error over here saying attempting to read property balance on null. So it's probably because now we have not declared like a sale ID that is being, being used. So let's actually see what we can do about that. So seeders, sales payment seeder. So attempting to read balance on null, which means this is null. Let's actually try this, yeah? Let's actually try this. We'll take the sales payment, find payment, sales ID. No, this one should be sales find. Well, sale find payment sale ID balance is equal to 0. Then do that. Then what we'll do, we'll take this and replace it here. Yeah, I think that should do it. So we'll do the same thing in purchase payments, in the purchase payment seeder. So purchase find payment purchase ID balance. Yeah, that should be it. Let's see. So it's saying integrity constraint violation, cannot add or update a child row, a foreign key constraint fails. Okay, we can see it's saying that cannot add or update a child row, a foreign key constraint fails. So inventory, sales payment method ID foreign, method ID references payment methods. So this has something to do with the first seeder, the sales payment seeder. So let's see. Let's actually look at what's happening. So it's saying foreign key constraint fails. References payment methods ID. But we don't have any payment methods. That's the problem. Yes, we don't have any payment methods. That's the thing. So we need to actually craft out a payment method. Yeah, I see where this is coming from. So we'll come up with default payment methods first, because we have to come up with default payment methods to seed this data, or we seed the payment methods themselves. All the same, there are usually some default payment methods. So let's actually do it. So db table, and then we'll do payment methods. Then we'll have to insert them. So we'll come in here and do what title? The logo path is nullable, so we don't put any logo path. So this one will be cache, and then the next one will be M-Pesa, and that's it. So I'll do PADB seed. So you can see again we have all that. We'll just need to seed them all afresh. I'll come into my database seeder and comment everything, and then we'll have to seed all this data again. So PAMFS. Let's see what happens in this situation. Okay, so we are seeding all the items, and everything is going to be running smoothly in a short while. So I have 5 minutes to our next break. We're going to take a break after this for like about 15 minutes, and then we'll come back and finish this off all the way till midnight. Okay, so the sales seeder is almost done, I'm sure. Your sales seeder has taken some time, okay. And the sales payments is done. So now what's up with the purchases or the purchase payments? So it's saying also attempting trade property balance. So that's the thing. Ooh, problem here. purchase ID as well. Yeah, that was a big major problem with this. So I'm going to do the seeds for, so I'm going to come in here and do the seeds for the purchase payments alone, because the sales payment is done. So I'm just going to do PADB seed, and that's it. And then I'm going to come in here and just comment these ones and comment again. Just leave them be for now, and then we'll see. Let's actually have a look and see what's this that we have over here. So I'm just going to come in here and just do a login. You can see we have our what's this? Our payment methods. So now we're going to come in here and craft our sales payments, and this is going to be done in the next 2 minutes, I'm sure. So let's actually see where the payments are, or rather, let's do it in a manner that we can actually craft it out so quickly. Let's see, payments. We have payments here. There's purchase payments, and this should be sales payments. So I'm going to actually delete this one and call it sales payments. So we have something with the, yeah, we have something wrong with the roots. So I'm just going to come back here, and then we're going to go to purchase payments and payments. So we're just going to come in here and do that, and then run it again. Okay, sales payments index. So edit and create. Okay, so we're done with that, and then now we can uncomment this, and then we just call it sales payments. So sales payments here, purchase payments here. This one I'll just go, I'll do sales payments. Like that, sales. So this one is admin, sales payments, sales payments. Save that. Well, let's go to the UI where we've crafted out our there's a component that I'm looking for where we've crafted out our navigation. So the sidebar navigation, we'll go there. We'll go all the way down till the section where we have our sales payments over here. Okay, and then we have the view payments. This one will be admin sales payments. Sales payments. And then I'm just going to come in here and replace all of the ones that we've put there, like that. I don't think that's done. That I'm sure is done. So I'm going to come in here and go to admin. Let's see what happens. Invalid route action. So these ones, sales payments create. Oh, yikes! We've made a very grave spelling error. I don't like spelling errors, guys. You see that? I don't like it. I hate it with a full-on passion. Okay, so I'm just going to come in here, delete all of these again, and let's do it again. So I'm just going to comment this out, save it, run the previous function. Sales payments, create index and edit. And I'm going to uncomment this now. Save that, let it reload. I'm sure it will be fine now. Great. So you can see total inventory value over here is 5751 based on what is remaining. Okay, we've bought, we've sold, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to come in here into sales payments. So view payments over here, admin sales payments. Then we come into Livewire. So you can see over here sales payments. I'm going to delete this, and then we're going to also delete payments. Okay, so we have sales payments over here. We have the index. What I want to do is just create a table. So I'm just going to do dot container fluid, and then X page heading. Inside the page heading, I'll just come in and say sales payments made. Then over here I'll do a card .card.my5. Then I'll do what? A table special. I'll do responsive, striped columns, hover, bordered, primary, nope, align top, no, align middle, yeah, align middle. Then table light, no. Caption, I don't like captions, so I'll just do ID, date of payment. I should have done sale ID, so I'll have just done sale ID over here. Invoices are usually attached to the sales, so I think they'll just level it out in terms of that. Date of payment, let's say date of payment over here, payment method, and then the amount. Okay, and then inside our TR, what we'll just do is we'll do an ID, so maybe say 2. We'll do sale ID, maybe say 15, something like that. Then date of payment, since we're using carbon by default, carbon, and then we'll do parse. Well, let's just do now. Yeah, and then we'll say format, and then we'll say J, capital S, F, comma Y. That's it. And then we'll come into the payment method. I'll just type in here M-Pesa, and then we'll come and say amount, X currency, I'll just like that, and then I'll come and then put what, a number format, number underscore format, and then I'll come and put like say 5200, something like that, and then comma 2. So if I save that, we can see Kenyan shillings 52,000, 5200. This table primary needs to go. So this is how the table is crafted out, and we want to do it in a situation where we're estimating using the whole sales payments situation. Sales payments over here. So sales payments over here, this is what we're going to do. We'll craft them like this. We'll say sales payments. Here's a sales payment. Order by. We'll order them by what they're created at, and descending. I learned to use the QR code library in Laravel and Mail Sender. Welcome to the stream, Juan Matos. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. QR code library. I think I'll use also. I want to check out the barcode, the barcode. What is the barcode library as well in PHP and Laravel. This is very nice. This is very nice. Very encouraging stuff. I think QR code is the next step. Paginate 5. Very good. Cursor. Cursor. Do you mean the cursor like the mouse? If so, thank you. I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for joining the stream. Very diligent indeed. Willing to learn all the time. I'm going to put here use with pagination. And after that, we take our break at 10:10. Just give it a second. So I think this will be done. Now, all we just need to do is come and bring it here. So I'm just going to cut it. And then I'm going to do a for each loop here. And then I'll just do sales payments as payment. And then boom. So I'll just save this for now, and we can see the sales payments that have been made over here. All I just need to do now is bring the data. So ID. So the payment ID. Then we have the payment sale. I don't know, payment sales ID. So sale ID. Then instead of carbon, now we'll do carbon parse. And then we'll say payment created at. So payment created at, payment method. So we'll do payment method title. And then we'll come in here and do payment amount. So now I'll save this. We'll have an error instantly. You see title on null. The reason why that is because we need to attach the methods themselves to the payments. So I'll come in here into my app models. Then we'll go to the payment the sales payment first, and then we'll say the function over here, method, and then we'll come in and say return this belongs to, and then we'll say payment method class. We'll save this. We'll also pass this same function inside the purchase payment. And from there, we take our break, ladies and gentlemen, because this is already finished. What? No way. This should be done. Method belongs to, yeah. Interesting how this actually is not coming out. Do we not have any methods? Let's see. Debug this, livewire, paginators, page 1, we have the object. But you see, the payment already has the payment method ID, right? Okay, so let's try this out, yeah? So payment method, payment method ID. And let's do that in the sales payment actually. So the foreign key is payment method ID. Save that, refresh, and yeah, there we have it. So I don't know why the thing was refusing, but now we have payment method title, and that's it. So you can see cash, 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 M-Pesa, cash, and we're done. Yeah, that's it. So let's take a break for now. We will be back shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, let me just go. But I'll be back maybe now in the next 5 minutes. Let's do it.
feel alright. I don't wanna just forgive you, I just wanna be fine. I've been waiting for a sign to light up, yeah. And your heart is out of sight. I just wanna feel mine. Hey you, I'm gonna be the one for another one. Hey you, maybe then you'll know that I was never one. I don't wanna see you, I don't wanna fear you tonight. You don't wanna know me, you just wanna make sure you're right. I'm gonna be the one for another one. Maybe then you'll know that I was never one. I'm gonna be the one for another one. I don't wanna feel you tonight. Got me. Got me. Can I hear you? Got me. Got me. Can I hear you? I don't wanna call you, I don't wanna know what you think. I'm the one you go to whenever you feel like you're about to sink. I don't wanna just forget you, but I wanna be fine. I'll be waiting for a sign to light up, yeah. And your heart is out of sight. I just wanna feel mine. Hey you, I could become the one for another one. Hey you, maybe then you'll know that I was never one. I'm gonna be the one for another one. Maybe then you'll know that I was never one. I'm gonna be the one for another one. I don't wanna fear you tonight. Got me. Got me. Yeah, my got me, got me. Can I hear you? Got me. I don't wanna see you, I don't wanna hear you tonight. I don't wanna fight you, you don't wanna know if I feel alright.
Can I dive deep into the darkness in your heart? Trust you more than anyone I have met before. I don't care who you are or who you want to be. I'll be here until the day that you leave me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Let's continue from where we've stopped. The sales payments are actually showing up now. So let's actually see what we are dealing with now. Okay, so you can see we have sale ID number 18, 63, 14, 40, 36, and 1. We said that we wanted this to be descending in terms of like the created art, the date of payment. I brought an apple as well. Now, I want to see what's up here. The thing I don't understand is why did it craft out a sale that doesn't have products? And you see this one, it doesn't have any products. So this guy bought nothing and he was given a receipt for that. Doesn't make any sense. So let's actually craft out those sales again. The sales and the purchases and the products as well. So in a situation where we have no sales, like there are no products, or rather, like let's say for example, we go to our database, and this is only in a CIDS situation. You'll never find this in the actual crafting out of the problem. And we talked about the problem of this application. We talked about the certain specific flaws that are in the application itself. We talked about it in depth in the previous video, the episode 10. And we need to actually find a way to sort out sales in terms of not selling more than what it is that you have. It's a small piece of editing of the code that needs to be done, but we've not done it yet. Inside the sales, you can see this. We're crafting out a sale. So now let's talk about the one. Like in an instance where we have to create a sale, okay, and then we have to attach the products. So that's a problem, okay? That's the problem. This is a big problem. We have to create the sale and attach the products, okay? So now in the end, if we do not attach the products, if we don't have a product, okay, like let's say for example, you see the product descriptions all as product, quantity, random, product items count. For if a product item has a sale, continue, you break the cycle. If not, then all that is done. So now in this situation, we have to check if the sale has any items, okay? If the sale has items. So I'm going to come in here and say sale. I'm going to actually check if the sales have items attached to them. So I'm going to go to the model. I'm going to go to sale, and I'm going to see if we have product items. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to check if it has product items. So sale. Okay, so you're going to check sale product items. So I'm going to say if the sale product items, we need to count this. If count sale product items is greater than 0, or is not greater than 0, or rather is equal to 0, right, then sale delete. That's it. That's all I want to do. Like literally, just when I'm creating these sales, if the sale doesn't have any product items attached to it, delete the sale. There's no reason why we should keep it in the DB. And I don't want to count backwards after doing the sale, but we'll see what to do. We're almost there. It's crafting out the sales. There are supposed to be 75 of them. So this check over here is supposed to check if the product has been sold. If it's been sold, change. We don't want to add a product into another sale and sell two products at the same time. Is one product more than once? It doesn't make any sense. Okay, the sales seeder should be done by now, I think. Taken quite some time. We have a similar problem in sales payment seeder again. Look at that. Okay. Unable to read balance. Unable to read balance. Okay, so we've crafted the sales again. How long did it take to craft the sales? It took 133 seconds. Call 91, call 911, 911, 911. Let's see. Let's actually look at this again. Sales payments. The balance is always attached to a sale. Get balance attribute. Balance is this total cost. Okay. For each of these payments as payment, balance minus equals to the payment amount. Okay. This means that the balance will be reducing for each and every single payment that has been made for it. Then we return the balance. So in the situation where this doesn't exist, we're still going to return the balance being this total cost. So what are you telling me? Why are you screwing with me and telling me that, yo, sales payments balances, they're not there? How about this? Let's do this. Instead of doing a fixated number on sales payments, let's do random. Let's do a random between 1 and the sales count. But then we're only going to run this. We're only going to run this if the sales count is greater than 1. is greater than 1. Yeah, we're only going to do that if it's greater than 1. Ooh, wait, hold on. So we have purchase payments, and we're going to do the same. But the thing is, I don't want to randomize all the time. Okay, so I'll just say if purchase count, if purchase count is greater than 0 or greater than 1, then we'll do this function. But then I don't want to randomize every single time. I'll set a fixated number based on a randomization, of course. So I'll just say rand, and then I'll declare that rand here. Okay, so this allows it to remain on one fixed number. So I'm just going to come in here, collect all of this, put it up there, save it, and we're good to go with this one. I'll do the same with the sales payment seeder. Where is it? I'll call it rand as well. And then I'll declare rand right before it. Just like that. Save it. We move much faster from there. Let's actually try and do this again. But first, before we craft out all those, I want to check out sales. Sales is actually taking quite a bit of time to craft. Let's do the purchases a lot more, and then sales maybe will minimize. So in sales, I'll probably do like 50 or 20. Let's do 45, 35. Let's do 35 sales. We'll do 35 sales. Purchases is what I want to do a marginal or substantial amount of. So I'll do 150 still over here. Yeah, 150. But then the randomization will be between 20 and 70 in terms of the number of in terms of the quantity. Okay, and then yeah, I think that's it. Now we'll run this. Let's see what happens in the next few minutes. So we have product items, purchases is now what's crafting out. I'll just close all of these sales. Ooh. So purchases took 39 seconds. Sales is probably going to take a lot more than that. So in the meantime, as the seeder is still ongoing, let's refresh this and see how to go about this. So sales have not been crafted out yet. You can actually see this. This is the sales list and this is the purchases list. So sales list, I mean the UI over here, I wrote purchases instead of sales, but they're all pretty much the same. What I just need to do now is go to the UI for the sales. UI for sales, index, and then I'll need to change this, so sales list. List of sales made. I'll go to the create function. At the very top, add a sale, that's okay. Show at the very top, sale number, that's okay. I think that's alright. How many sales have we made so far? 21. So let the sales continue functioning like that. You can see the number of products makes more sense now. The number of products in the sale. If we were to see one, we can see in 1, 1, 3, 3 over here, so on and so forth. Inside the show, I want to add another column. I'll just say unit size and then unit cost. Okay, then we have quantity and then total cost. So over here, what I want to do here in this situation is we have product quantity, product unit symbol. I want to get rid of this and then say product. So product is iterating from, it's this for each over here, so product description, it's iterating from the product description. As it iterates from the product description, so we can see this for each over here, so sale product items is item. Then if product ID is equal to item product description ID, so if the product ID in this situation is here and is equal to the item product description ID, then the cost is item pivot sale price. And then total cost will be, now the difference between that is on the outside. Ah yes, I can't add the product price over here because here's the thing. Each of these stuff. Actually, let's do this. Product unit cost, and then we'll do. Yeah, let's actually do it like this. Yeah, so product quantity. We'll take the product quantity and then divide by the total cost. We'll divide the total cost by it, or rather, cost divide by that. And then we'll put it in number format, of course. So I'll come in here and do number format, put it here. Like that. And then of course there is the currency that needs to be shown there. So I'll put that there. Save it, and then let's see. Product unit cost. You see, the thing is, it's cost divided by product quantity. The product quantity is over here. Product unit symbol. Oh yes, yes, count. Should be divided by count. Sorry. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That should be done. That should be a given. Oh yeah, and the seeder is finished, and it's finished without any problems whatsoever. So if I come into my sales payments, I'll come and view them now. So you can see we have a sale ID over here is 33. If we come and view the sales list, we can be able to get the balance. We can be able to get the balance of this sales made. So if we go to 33, 33 is 23.25. If we go to the quotations, the sales payments, this is sales made. So payments, view payments, 33, 1400. So I'm able to get the balance that is remaining. And the balance should come in here and be shown inside the index actually. So total spent, this is index for sales, so total spent, total paid, and the balance. Okay, so I'm going to add those two columns here. So there's total paid and balance. That should actually just appear like over here on the sales list. So total paid and balance, right? So total paid, so total paid should be, so total cost minus I'm going to go to the sales model actually and actually check that out. So I'm going to go to the sale, get balance. So get balance is just the minus the payments, right? So I'll just come in here and do balance, and then I'll come in here, do sales total cost, and actually take the sales balance and subtract. So total paid 0, balance is there, 950, 154, 796. Let's actually see, right? If that actually makes sense. So every sale has one, like every sale has to have more than one payment, right? So the sales payments, I think when we go and check out this, we'll come in here and create a table for the number of payments that have been made and their IDs and everything. But let's actually finish the sales payment situation. So we can view the payments, we can make a payment. So we can come in and say new sales payment. Good to have a dustbin in your office. Okay, so let me close this, close that, close that. Let's go to sales payments, we go to create. Just going to do container fluid. X page heading. Page heading will be add sales payment. A card header. H5. This H5 will now hold sales payment made. So in this situation, we'll come in here, do card body, I'll do dot row, dot column MD6, dot column 12. Then I'll do an input. So I'll do a select first. Okay, I'll do a select, and it's that one. So I'll come in and select sale ID, label for sale ID, or sale number. Then I'll do form select. Instead of form select, I'll do form control. And then here in the select, I'll come in here and do wire model. And the wire model should be payment dot sale underscore ID. Then select one. This one should be the options. So value will be, I'll do a for each loop on the sales. For each app models sale or as sale. And then I'll do an if statement over here. So if sale balance is not equal to 0, then paste the option value over here. We'll talk about the sale ID. We'll talk about the sale ID, and then we'll talk about the sale ID in here. So sale number, we'll say sale, no, then hashtag, then we'll put the sale ID. And then I'll come in here, do a hyphen, and then I'll come in here and do a sale customer name, and that's it. There we go. And then I'll come in here and say small balance. Balance will be sale balance. I'll put it in a number format. Actually, I'll do X currency, and then sale balance will be in a number format. So I'll just come in here and cut it, number format. And then it's a function. I'll put it there, 2 decimal places, and we're done. Boom. Yeah, that's it. That's good. Okay, so sale number. I think I'll just do sale no. We have the sale number, we have the payment method, and then we also have the amount. So we'll do another column MD6, column 12. Before we finish this, the select also has to have an error. So error will be payment sale ID. And then I'll put a small here, dot form text, dot text danger. Is it not? There we go. And then I'll come in here and do message. That's it. I think that's it. There we go. Okay. So now in the input. Okay, the input in this situation would be bootstrap 5, bootstrap 5, bootstrap 5. From input, this one will be the amount paid. Placeholder, enter the amount paid. Text, it will be number. Label for payment dot amount, and then we'll have the small help ID over here, payment dot amount, and then over here I'll just do message again. I'll come in here and erase this one from text muter to text danger. Let me save this. We'll have some errors undefined here. Let me just cut this, do at error message. So payment dot amount, and then Yeah, I think that should be enough until we recraft this DB again to add some more details about the payment, like say payment, the code and the tracking stuff. I think that'll be in order. So I've saved this. We have the amount paid. The minimum is 1. Okay, at all times minimum is 1. Maximum should be the balance. So in this situation, what I want to do is the maximum should be the sale balance, but this balance needs to be selected first. So we need to do payment, and we'll do sale balance. Yeah, that's it. So undefined variable payment, that one should be sorted out up here. Actually, in fact, I think I should have done the backend first. So we have the amount. We also have the. I'm trying to think. We also have the. My mind is on block. There we go. My mind is on block. Wow, what a time. My mind is on block. At times I wish my mind never goes on block, are the times when I'm actually going to finish something. I don't like this. We have 1 hour to go. We have 1 more hour to go on this sales and purchases side of things. And I really don't want this to block me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go slowly by slowly and see what code I've written just now. We have our sale number. We have to select our sale ID. We also have our amount. Now we also need to pick our payment method. So I'll go to sales payments again. I'll open it on the side. We also have to pick the payment method. So I'll come in here and select and copy this select actually like this, and then I'll come in here and say payment method. I'll come and copy this. I know I'm going to use it here, like here, payment method ID. Select one, then app models payment method, all as sale. And then we have the sale balance is equal to 0. Then okay, so this one we're getting rid of it, and then we're going to say method. Okay, and then we go option method ID. Then we're going to come and delete all of these, and then we're going to come in here and say method method title. Let's see what happens. So now there's this end if that is over here, which needs to go away. Let's see. Okay, so there's still undefined variable called payment. We're going to minimize all of this, go back to here, HTTP, Livewire, and we go to the sales payments, create public, and then I'm going to do public payment, sales payment. Then we're going to do payment. I will do protected rules is equal to yes. Now I'm out of that mental block. So now we come and do payment, sale ID, and it's going to be required. And we're going to repeat this for the method ID, the payment method ID. And then we're going to also do amount. So that's it, right? Now, in a case where someone bypasses in a case where someone bypasses the minimum and maximum on HTML, because it's very possible to do that, what happens in this situation here? Like let's say for example here in the amount, right? Required. Now we need to do max. Okay, max needs to be what? Okay, the maximum needs to be the balance of this payment of this sale that we're talking about. But before we go ahead and deal with that as a function, we'll deal with that in a function called rules. I'm going to create a function over here called mount, and then I'm going to come in here and say this this payment is equal to new sales payment, and that's it. I'll come and do a save function over here. So a function over here called save, and then I'll come in here and do this validate. Okay, we'll validate that, and then another thing is we'll come and say if, okay, and then we'll come and say if this payment amount, I don't like, why is my VS Code misbehaving like this? So this payment amount, if this payment amount, yeah, is greater than the balance. Okay, so we're talking about the sales balance. So this payment sale balance. Okay, so if this payment is greater than this if this payment amount is greater than this payment sale balance, then we have to throw validation exception. So I'm going to go and say throw validation exception. So this one will be, I think, eliminate validation, and then I'll come in here and say with messages, and then I'll come in here and say the message is supposed to be payment amount. So for payment amount, we're going to say the value of this payment cannot be more than the balance of the sale that's been paid for. In cases of overpayment, I mean, there's always this thing about refunding. So if this payment amount is this, then we throw the validation exception. I think throw also does, it also returns, like this is a whole return. And then this validation, this payment save. And then we'll come in here and say return, redirect. Redirect route admin sales payments index, and that's it. There's something wrong with my VS Code. I think there's some extensions that have done some weird spacing mechanism which I don't like. I'll deal with that later. So yeah, that's how we go about the saving. So now we're going to come in here and create this. So I'm just going to come and refresh this. So there's an attempt to read the property balance on a null, which can be, of course, it can be eradicated. So I'm just going to do here 1. Yeah, there we go. So amount paid should be 1, but then if I come in here and do 287, then the amount changes. Yeah, so I can go all the way till 287, 487. Okay, can I go further higher? I can't go higher. So I'll come in here and also do a step and 0.01, which is fine. So I'll come in here, select 1, over here, maybe say select this one for 287 for 87, 287 for 87.5. Okay, can I go higher? I can't go higher. I can go lower by 1 step, but I can't go higher than that. So it's fine. I think everything is good. So now if I do select 1, I cannot go higher than 1. I can not go below 1. So it sticks me to select the sale number. Payment method, I can select a payment method, which is fine. And that's it. I think now we just need to create the button called save. So I'll come in here, minimize the row, and then I'll do a btn dark, and then I'll do text uppercase as well. I'll do text uppercase, save, and then we will have that ready for us. So I'll come in here, select the sales number, select the payment method being M-Pesa, and then I'll come in here and do to 50,000. To 50k, yeah. Save. Now this button, I have not created that wire click. So this wire click needs to be clicking and saving. So I'll come in here and do that same thing again. 173, M-Pesa. M-Pesa can only do a maximum of 150,000, apparently. So you see the amount field is required. The reason why that is showing that the amount field is required is because we've not done the wire model payment dot amount. So that's it. That's literally all that needs to be done, and we are good to go. So I just need to, yeah. Okay, so select the amount, 144, M-Pesa, and then the amount will be 150, no, not 150. Okay, let's see 150,000, right? We see what happens. The value of this payment cannot be more than the balance of the sale that's being paid for. So now, what I'm going to come in here and do, I'll do 140. There we go. So you have a sale over here of 140, okay? So if we come here on the sales ID of number 4, I'll come in here and view sales list. Okay, I'll view the sales list. I'll go and look for number 4, which is on the first page, of course, and I can see the total spent is 144, total paid is 140. If I come in and do another sale, I come and do another sales payment. So I'll come and view the payments, new sales payment. I'll come and do new sales payment. I'll come and do new sales payment. I'll come and select number 4. You can see the balance over here is 45.75. If I come in here and pay the amount 4,000 and the method to be cash, then I'll come in here and save. I have another cash payment over here, but if I come and view the sales list again, we have the 162. Sorry, not this one, but we go to page 4. We have 144,575. We have 144,000. Balance is 575. So that's how we are going to go about the sales payments and all that. It's just a matter of inputs and so on and so forth, which is really vital to each and every single thing that we are doing. So once we're done with that, you can see like literally everything is working very seamlessly. What about if we made a wrong entry in terms of sales payments, right? What if we entered this wrong? We wanted it to be 3,500. Well, we need to do an edit, of course. So I'm just going to come in here, Control C, come to the edit, Control V, because literally everything over here is just going to be the same. And then we're going to say edit sales payment. Edit sales payment, and then we're going to come into the edit side of things. We're just going to copy everything here. Okay, so we're going to copy everything from top to bottom till here. We'll come and edit, paste it down here, and then we're just going to come in here and import all these different things. So validation exception, sales payment, and now instead of new sales payment, we're going to do something over here. So inside the mount ID, we're going to come in and say sales payment, find, and then we're going to pass in that ID. Okay, now inside this is actually just done completely. The edit, index, and create are already finished. That's all we needed to do. The next thing that we were supposed to do also is we just needed to do a protected pagination theme. I'm going to label that as bootstrap. Okay, so that's done. That's already completed. Now there's something else that's also bugging me just a bit, and it is to do with the sidebar. Let's see. So if I come into the sidebar over here, so if I go and see the sidebar that we created over here, which is inside components, then we have the sidebar navigation. If we go and look at the sales side of things, the sales list over here, so this is supposed to be here just before the purchases or just after the purchases, then we have sales. So over here we have this part of active, so it's supposed to be admin sales dot. I'll just do it like that, and then we'll have this nav link request route is, then we'll do dot. Then in this one down here where there is a sales payments, I think everything is already fine. Admin sales payments, so I'll do sales payments there, and then sales payments there. I think everything is good. Everything is now all right. So you can see this one has stopped being active, and this one has now become the one active. There's more in terms of that collapsation. I don't like it when we have a lot of things being done like that. So let me just come and refresh this again. This should actually be collapsing, but it's not collapsed. Oh, and more over here as well. So let's go back to the sales side. Collapse sales. This one should be sales, and then another dot over here. So yeah, so you can see sales over here closed. This one is open already. So you can see we have things sorted out there. Now the sidebar navigation is done. That was easy to sort out. Even though not many people must have been following on that particular part. Let's go to edit. Let's go to the index bit of things, and we're going to create our actions. Inside our actions, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the sales, I'm going to go to index, and then I'm going to copy these actions inside this TD right here. So I'm just going to come in here, copy this, come back here, paste it down here, and that's it. So instead of sales payments show. Okay, I'm not going to do sales payments show. In fact, I'll just come and delete this. So I'm just going to copy this sales payment bit of it, delete this, and then I'm going to come in here, paste that sales payments, and then are you sure you want to delete this sales payment? And then where click delete with the sale ID. Is it sale ID or sales payment ID? Payment ID. It's payment ID. Payment ID. And then that's it. That's all I needed. Yeah. Save, and we have it. Inside actions, that actions needs to have a class of text center. And once it has that, now we can edit this. As you can see, everything is already set for us. Let's say we set this as M-Pesa, save it. So the value of this payment cannot be more than the balance of the sale that's being paid for. So you see, the thing is, it's an edit function, so it doesn't need to throw that again. So I'm just going to come back to HTTP Livewire, and then we go to sales payment edit. We're going to come in here and remove this validation. So now the thing about this is, if this payment amount is equal to this payment sale balance, is greater than this sales balance, okay, we need to come in here and take this sales balance and add the payment amount. Because ideally we're actually minusing. So check this out, yeah. So if we do 4,000 and save, so I'm going to come in here and do M-Pesa and save, it's going to save, and it's going to save it as M-Pesa. Now if I come in here and edit it to 4,576, okay, it's going to save it as 4,576. So now that's another way of bypassing that. So if I come into payment methods, or if I come to sales, view sales list, and then I come and see inside this one, -1. You see, this is where we bypass all of that. So I'm going to come in here, go back to payment methods, okay? I'm going to go back to payment methods. This edit, the sales payment. And we're actually going to look at this logic. So we have this payment over here. If the payment amount that has already been set from bringing this in, yeah, is greater than this payment sale balance, all right, it's definitely not going to have the. So I'm going to come in here and just say old balance. Oh yeah, let's create this. Let's do value over here, old balance. So this old balance. So old, let's say old amount, old underscore amount. Okay, we'll do old amount, and then we'll come and create it over here. We'll call it public old amount. Okay, so this old amount is equal to this payment amount. Okay, that is the new one. So now it's already been declared. It's not like it's going to be changed all of a sudden. But let's actually check it out. So this old amount. So let's actually check it out and see what happens. Okay, so we'll go back to our payment methods, our sales payment, sorry, and we'll view. We'll probably edit this again, and then we'll come and say 4,500, save it, and it will save. So if you come in here and edit it again, so you can see sale number 4, 4,500 is 75 is the balance. So if I come and check my live wire, I'll be able to see old amount is 4,500, but if I come in here and change this to 4,576, this amount will change to 4,576, but old amount won't change, to remain as 4,500. So now if I come in here and click on save, the value of this payment method cannot be more than the balance of the sale that's being paid for. Alright, but if I do 4,575, it will actually save it. So now this old amount is what's going to be reiterated within this particular model, and that's it. That's done. So yeah, that's how we go about that. So the edit function is already completed now. If I come in here and do 140, the balance now that has been, let me just refresh this. I don't know why it's not showing the sale ID. Yes, of course. So the reason why it's not showing the sale ID is because we have over here, if sale balance is not equal to 0, yeah, so this is for the edit. So we need to create a situation where those sale options are there, but then now there's a So this one needs to actually be in exception of the actual value. Yeah, this one needs to be an exception of the actual value that we're talking about. If sale balance is not equal to 0, show it. Also, or yeah, if sale balance or sale, we're talking about the sale here. If we're talking about the sale, so we've taken all the sales, right? So we're taking the sale ID being equivalent to the payment sale ID. That's the one way to take into account everything. So you can see this one ideally shouldn't be showing. But now let's look at it like this. Yeah, in a situation where it's showing, right, we need it to be disabled. So I'll come in here and do if sale balance is equal to 0, then disabled. Such that if we're changing it, we can't select it again, right? So this one can't be selected again. But we need to change it as soon as possible. Like before, like if we're not supposed to select anything else. Or we can just leave it like this. Let's leave it without. Yeah, let's leave it like that. Let's leave it without so that we can be able to, you know, select this one again in a case where it's the only one that we have to edit. So if I come in here and do 141 and hit save, of course the value of this payment cannot be more than the balance of the sale that's being paid for. What if I did 139? 139 will be accepted. And that's the logic of it all. So now if I come in here, edit it again, the balance over here will be 1000 again, which is good. This is exactly what we want in the sales payments. So sales payments has been done. We can also track it down here in the view. If we view the sales list, we can see the balance in that first one being 1000. Where is it? Here it is, as you can see. And then we can also be able to see, we should be able to see the payments attached. So if we come and scroll down and see the payments attached, we'll be able to see them all. What I'd like to do in this situation is I'd like to put them side by side in a way that this particular table is a responsive one. We'll be able to see the payments that have been done on a separate list on the side, and then we have everything sorted out. So I'll come into sales show, right? And I'll come and minimize this card. Okay, so we have this row. What I'll do with this card is I'll cut it and then I'll do a row. Okay, I'll do a row, and then I'll do column md8 dot column 12. Let's just put it like this: row column md8 column 12, and that's how we go about it. I'm going to paste this here, and then I'm going to come in here and do column md4 dot column 12 as well. And this one will just be a table of the payments that have been done. So that's how we go about this. So I'll do table responsive, which is fine. Then table striped columns, yes. Table hover, yes. Table borderless, I'll do bordered. Primary, nope. Align middle, I'll remove that. Table light, nope. Table name, I don't like captions. And then I'll do ID, payment method, and amount. And then over here, table group divider, yes, I'll do that. Table primary, nope. And then we'll do the way we go about this is we take the payment methods and actually list them. So I'll come in here and do for each payment methods. So for each payment, sorry. So I'll take the we're talking about the what's this, the sale itself. So sales can have many payments. So sale payments as payment, and then I'll come in here and paste this here. I'll save it. Let's see how it appears. So you can see the table has been put in a way that it's actually more substantial. And then we can come and put each item over there. So each payment. So I'll come in here and do payment ID, payment method, and then we'll come and do first I'll do X currency. I'll do X currency, and then I'll do number format, and then I'll come and take the payment amount, and then I'll come and do comma 2, and that's it. So M-Pesa 139, M-Pesa 45.75. Then there should be a balance somewhere here. So I'll come in here and do TR. I'll do TR with TDs. With a column span of. Okay, so I'll do a TR with a TD of column span of 4. And I'll do that twice before I come to the balance. Or let's just do the balance here after this TR. And then I'll do a TD with a column span of 3. And then I'll say H3 balance. And then I'll come in here and say the balance. Okay, so I'll do another TD. And then I'll come in here and state this one. So I'll come and copy that all the way down here. And then payment balance or sale balance. That's it. This column span should have actually been 1, 2, 3, not 4. So this one should be 3, and this one should be 2. There we go. Looks much better. So instead of doing the H3, I think I'll just leave it as a plain text. Maybe I'll even do strong. I'll do a strong there, and then I'll do a strong here as well. Yeah. So I'll come in here and do maybe a card. Then I'll do card header. And then I'll do a H6. And I'll say payments made. And the payments will be made and then I'll do the table responsive like so, but this one I'll do card body. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. It's done. So now I can do a fixed height on this card. I mean, why not? So I'll do height. Maybe I'll do a 1080. I can do height 1080. How about I'll do H100 MY5. Nothing. MY5 works, but actually let's do style, height. Height, I'll do 100%. Yeah, 100% is refusing. How about 50px? Let's see what happens here. Yeah, 50px is not worth it. So let's do 750px. 750px is too long. Yeah, it's a bit too long. Okay. Okay, that's enough. I think that's okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, that's okay. Wow, I'm tired. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to Control C, and then I'm going to go to the purchase payments index, Control V. Then instead of sales, I'll do purchase. And I'll replace all. That's okay. That's all right. Yo, Sam, welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, you're joining late. We're almost done, actually. Because I can see we have like about 30 minutes left, and then I go. So I want to finish the purchase payments, and I'm trying to craft out a way to, like, I'm trying to craft out shortcuts to be able to like finish this much faster. But yeah, essentially I've done the sales payments. So sales payments, and I've also been working out a way to craft out the balances. And then now after that, we'll be able to see like if we can craft out customers' balances in terms of sales and purchases, and also the same for suppliers. So we'll see what we can do about that. Let's just finish the create method. The create method in this situation, I'll just come in here and do create. The first thing I'll do is replace sales with purchase, and then replace sale with purchase. So now over here, sale ID, sale number. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. Then purchase, instead of customer, I'll do supplier. Oh, welcome to the stream, Sam. Welcome to the stream. I don't think I've said that yet. Welcome to the stream. We've done so much. We've done so much in such little time. I'm going to save this also for the index, and then I'm going to also go to the create, to the edit, and I'm going to come and take the edit one from the sales payments. Control C, go to edit, Control V, sales with purchase. There are 2 of them, and then we're going to do sale. There are 21 of them, just everything. And then customer, supplier, and do that, and that's it. Save. And then I'm going to do the same in terms of like how we're dealing with them up here. So go to models, HTTP livewire admin, and we open sales payments and we'll open purchase payments. So in terms of here, all you just need to do is this is exactly what we're doing here. So I'm just going to come in here and just copy this. I'm going to paste it here, and then instead of sales payments, we'll do purchase payments. I need to bring this in, so I'll just come in and say use purchase payment. So I didn't bring that in good time. The paginate function should be there. The comma. Then we need to bring in the use with pagination, and then we need to do protected pagination theme. Protected pagination theme is going to be Bootstrap, and that's it. That's it. Okay, so this should work with the index. So I'm just going to come in here and go to the purchase payments. I haven't even seen it. Great, purchase payments made, done. Then can we add new purchase payment? Yes, we can, but then we need to craft out the create functions. All I'm going to do is go to the sales, and then I'm going to copy everything from here all the way till up here. This is very ambitious. I'm going to just try. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to come back into the create of purchase payments from here all the way till here. Is it? Did I copy everything? Let's see. No, just till the namespace. So I'm just going to come and open back this. Just till the namespace. So I'm just going to come in here, take all this till the namespace, paste. Okay, let's see what happens. I'm going to come in here and do sales first, and then purchase, only purchase. Then I'm going to do sale and then purchase. What else? Customer. There's no customer. Yeah, that's it. And then we go to the edit. It's pretty much the same thing I'm going to do here. So edit. Oh, I didn't save the crate actually. So save. And then go to edit. Let's see what we're doing here. So I'll come into sale. First thing I'll do is sales. Sales, edit everything. Then we'll do sale and everything. Wow. That was so quick. I feel nice. I feel so nice about this. Let's see if it actually works now. Yeah, let's actually see if it works. Okay, let's see if it works. Okay, so do we have a purchase number? Okay, so we have the purchases over here. This is a supplier. These are suppliers, definitely. Yeah, so the balance I have for this one is 221. I'm going to pay via M-Pesa. I'm going to type in here 13,000. So what happens? The value of this payment cannot be more than the balance of the purchase that is being paid for. That's actually, the minimum is 1221. 1221 point what? 0.0. Yeah, that's the minimum. So if I come in here and save, ooh, okay. Then we go to the, can we go to the purchase, view purchase list. So the purchase list is purchase number 10. So I'm just going to come and look at number 10 over here. Total spent is 22,002. I'm going to come and look at this and actually edit it a bit. So the purchases, index, and we're going to come and edit a few things. So there's total spent, total paid, balance remaining. Total paid, and then balance remaining, or balance. And I'd like for this to be, so if there's a balance, if this is, so I'll say, if, so this is an if, and then I'll come and say purchase balance is greater than 0. So if the purchase balance is greater than 0, class text, I'll do text danger. I'll put it here, and I'll put the end if inside. Just need to space this, and that's it. So in situations like this, now we just need to come and edit this. So I'll come in here and do balance. Yeah, and then over here I'll come and do total cost minus balance. I'll save that, and everything is going to be fine and dandy now. So total spent 22,002, total paid this, and then the balance. Now if I come and open this, this is the show situation. What I did here is what I'm going to do in the sales payments as well. So I'm going to come in here, I'm going to drop the card and put it in a row. So I'll do dot row dot column md8 dot column 12. And then I'll do the same for the bottom one, but this one will be a column 4, column MD4. I'll paste back the table that we cut back in here, and then I'll come in here and do what I did in the show for sales. So I'll come into sales, I'll go to show, and I'll come and I'll come and do another card over here. So I'll just come and copy this card. I'll copy this card, go to that, and then instead of sales, I'll just come and do this. Sale, purchase. So sales, there's no result. So sale, purchase. I'll replace all of them. And then we see, you can see cash over here, 97.81, and then this was the recent purchase that we made, 12.21. So this is being done very, very quickly. That's called rapid or whatever, however you want to pronounce it, potato. This is rapid development. This is it's unmatched, it's unspoken of, it's very, very quick. We've created the sales and the purchases. We've been able to record them in the table. Now I just need to come in here and make sure that the size of this table is a bit of so I'll just come in here and do style. In fact, I'll do it in the card, style, and then I'll say height. I'll do height is 600 px. Boom. You can see everything is good with this. We're good. We are good. We're doing great. We're doing great, people. We're doing great. This application is like 90% completed, and we've done it in under 2 weeks. We've done it under 2 weeks. That's the whole point of like this is what you can do when you're actually coding alone and you already have everything mapped out in your mind. Like, you can do so much, so much. You can see balance is 0, so because the total of this plus this is this over here, and this is done. Now we just need to do invoices, quotations, and all that stuff, and we need to like line them out and attach them in a way. Yeah, I think we can do that. I think we can even start right now and then carry on forward tomorrow with the stream. Thanks, man. Thanks. We've really pushed. We've really pushed. I mean, from episode 1 to episode 11, and we are already like, wow, this is done. It's all good. View payments. We can see the payments done. We can even summarize the payments based on like payment methods. So now let's go to payment methods. Actually, we can actually see that we have cash and M-Pesa, and then there's a paid in method, paid out method over here. What we can do with this, because we did something, I'm sure I showed you guys something in episode 9, where we created these payment methods and we really didn't attach anything to the models, we just attached static stuff. So let's make it dynamic now. Let's go to the payment methods, and then we make it dynamic. You can see over here, get paid in attribute. We said that this is all this was on a basis of what? On a basis of, I'm trying to find out a word. You know, you're just doing something very static so that we can be able to craft out a table. So now we're going to come in here and do function, and then we'll do sales payments. Okay, we'll do sales payments, and then we'll return this belongs to, or has many. Actually, has many. We'll do has many, and then we'll come and do sales payment class. Okay, and then we'll do the same for the purchases. So sales payments, then we'll have purchase payments. And then we'll come in here and do purchase. Okay, so sales payments has many sales payment class. purchase payments has many purchase payment class. Then we see paid in. So paid in is the sales payments. So we'll come in here and do, because we'll say total is equal to 0. Okay, and then we'll come in here and do return total. So in what way, in what world can we get our total being an actual value of all the sales payments? It's simple, really. We'll just do a for each loop over here and say this sales payment, for each of these sales payments as a payment, okay, we'll come in here and do the real thing, which is total plus equals, and then we'll do payment amount, and we'll close that off and return total. So that's the paid in attribute. Then the paid out, we'll do the same. So total payment, this one should be purchase payments, like that. That's it. That's literally it. Then you can say public function has purchase payments. So now we'll say return this purchase payments. All right. We'll do count is greater than 0. Has sales payments, we'll do this sales payments. And that's it. I refresh this, and wow. This is too much fun, man. This is too much fun. We're going to choose a payment method over here. We're going to choose some of these. I'm going to take a logo, maybe this one, and save. We have M-Pesa down there. Yeah. So now the next thing is quotations, invoices, and documents, like general documents. This is going to be really nice. The reason why I didn't do sales payments to be attached to invoices is because someone can buy something and pay immediately. So there's no need to generate an invoice. But the moment you generate an invoice should be like a reminder. I said that in episode 10. I think I'll say that today as well in episode 11. Invoices should be like reminders. Quotations are just estimations or price estimations. You can't really pinpoint how much you're going to sell a particular item based on the quotations themselves. Because we clearly saw that once you create a new sale, when creating a new sale, you can be able to add the same item and price it differently. And that's the beauty about doing all that. So you can come in here and select someone, select the day that you're selling it, and you decided to sell this particular item, like two of them, and the price is at say 125, right? I'll add this to the list. Yeah, I'll add this to the list at 125. I'll sell the same item. This is wine glass 5501, and then I'll add one. Okay, I'll add one, and then I'll price it at 130. So it will add it on the list with the same ID, but then it will be on a different level. So price doesn't match what is already on the products list. You can see you can't sell a particular item for different prices, but maybe on purchases you can. So if the price doesn't match what is already on the products list, then you have to set it at 125 again. So I think, yeah, it's pretty much set standard. Let's see what it will add. Yeah, you can see quantities become 3 already. So when you're selling, you have to sell it at the same price. But when you're buying, you can buy it at different prices from different suppliers and whatnot. So yeah, that's how you can control your own stock, and you can also control your own profits and losses and all that stuff. P&L coming soon, by the way. That will be the last thing we do on this application, doing a profit and loss and balance sheet and all that stuff, which will be very, very fun to do. Very, very fun. I promise. That will be the most fun thing to do in this particular system. So yeah, that's sales. Now let's actually try and see what we can do with invoices. Can we do invoices today? I don't think we can do today. We are a bit late. So tomorrow we'll be doing invoices and quotations. Invoices are generated on balanced sales. All right, when you make a sale and it's a credit sale, then the balance that is there should literally indicate what the payment, how much has been paid, how much the sale was done for, and then what balance is remaining to pay. It's just like literally a reminder. It's literally a reminder of like you need to pay a particular item by this time, and so on and so forth. You can also do like maybe an invoice based on like a customer, like the account of the customer. You do an invoice requesting that they pay based on the sales that they still have balances on. Yeah, and then you can also attach the various sale IDs and all that, the previous sales, and yeah, it's a really robust system. It seems very robust, but it works. It works very well. So the only thing that we need to do in this situation is see what we can do on the basis of sales to make sure that it works much faster, because purchases, if I want to add a new purchase, it's very instant. I'll come in here, select one as one supplier, and then I'll come and do the purchase date. Wine glasses, I want to add like say 50 of them. The recommended price to buy will be at 100. Let's say I bought at 110. I'll add to the list and I'll make the purchase, right? So I have made the purchase, so I can come in here and view the purchases, right? So I'll view the purchases over here. I've bought 50 at 110, so that's 5,500. So the balance, I have not paid for this particular item. So I'll come in here and say, okay, let me make a payment. Or I'll make a payment. Okay. This payment will be to the last sale that I did, the last purchase that I did, which was this one, 151. Okay, and then I want to pay in M-Pesa. The amount I want to pay is 5,400. If I make that payment right now, 5,400 will be here. If I go to the purchases list, I view purchases, I'll only have 100 bob left to pay. Pretty simple. Yeah. So yeah, I'm done. I'm done for the day. This is amazing. Wow. So this, in terms of deployment, it's almost quite soon. We've done this in under 2 weeks. This is amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. That's what you can do while you're streaming, by the way. I think me streaming this application development has really put me on edge to actually produce and deliver, because I've taken each and every single piece of modules. Like I've taken this application one module at a time. I started with customers, suppliers, measurement units. There's also unit types I need to also add over here. So I think I'll do that in the remainder of the stream. I'll add unit types. But then that's it. Like after doing unit types, then there's units, then there's brands, then there's product categories, products, purchases, sales, payment methods, quotations, invoices, sale payments, and purchase payments. Now, these two I've not done. A bit of sales needs to be customized, just a tiny bit. A What else? What else am I missing? I'm trying to think. What else am I missing? What else am I missing? Yeah, that's it. So let's just do the unit types situation. Actually, real quick. So one thing I'll do pa make livewire, and then I'll say unit types. So I'll say admin unit types index. I'll create that. I'll do edit. Okay, I think this one's already been created. Yeah, this one's already there. And I can see my convention my convention for naming these classes are just it's just still on point. So we have units, we have unit types. Okay. I think we also should have done users in terms of like creating admins and all that and whatnot. And we will do also permissions and roles, which is very simple to add actually. Permissions and roles is very simple. So yeah, I think I'll just do that. Permissions, I'll make it static. I'll make them static and store them in the DB. But roles, I can make them dynamic and attach the permissions that are static into those roles. The reason why I want to make those permissions very static is because these routes are also very static. So you also want to edit the permissions based on the routes and the functions that this person is able to access. So let's move on with that as well. I mean, roles and permissions, the true way of doing roles and permissions is by making the permission static. Like there's no other thing I can say about that. Yeah, it's literally that. It's literally just that. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, okay, so we'll just do the unit types. I think we don't have the routes here. I'm just going to look for them. So we have units here where we don't have unit types. So I'm just going to copy upwards. Then I'm going to do unit types. Then do units right here. So I'm just going to go to the end, do types, and then over here, instead of this, do that here, and do that here. Okay, unit types, and also do that here. Okay, I think that's good. That's good enough to go. So yeah, I'm going to hit Control S, and then what else? I need to open the sidebar navigation. Go to the units. So you see this is measurement units. We're just going to come in here and do unit types as well. And then instead of units, we'll do unit types. So I'm just going to do that. Oops, I selected them all. There we go. We'll do collapse units. No, I just wanted to select these ones that are within. So collapse units, we'll do I think there's just 3 of them. Yeah, I think there's just 3 of them. No, just types like that. I think that's it. So view measurement unit types, a new unit type. Then we have, I think we're done. Yeah, I think we're done. So you can see measurement units. I need to change the logo though. This balance scale. Font awesome 5 search. Themes today are using font awesome 6, so I have to also adjust to font awesome 6. But font awesome 5 is still overpowered. Like font awesome 6 is it's still not yet fully stabilized for some reason. You'll import it and then you'll still not cannot search but scale. Let's do units. Let's see. Wait, this flag USA. What about flag Kenya? Let's see. Kenya. Nope. Oops. UK. Yeah, it's not there. Okay. I'm losing myself, my chain of thought. Scale. So you can see balance scale is there. How about weight is there? Cloud scale is there. I think I'll use weight. I'll use weight, and that will make. I'll be okay. So I'll come in here. You view unit types. I think this is too long. Not I think, it's actually too long. So I'll come in here, do measurement units. This one will be unit types. Unit types. I think, why have I zoomed in? Let's actually keep it like that. Let's actually keep it like this, because I know some people who are watching this. I hope people who are watching this might be needing this to be more zoomed in. Okay, let's see. Unit types, measurement units. So unit types, we'll view the unit types. Okay, so now let's do the UI. UI is really fast. I'm not going to even waste time on it. So I'm going to go to HTTP Laravel admin, and then I'm going to go to unit types index. All I'm going to do here unit underscore types is unit type. Oh, that's it. In the create, I'll come in here and do public unit type, and then I'll do type, and then I'll do protected rules. Actually, let me look at that table, because I know there was something about the default weight, the default class or something. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to database, migrations, unit types, unit types, unit types, unit type. It is. So you can see title and default. You can see that. This is gram, this is liter. Those are the default ones. So okay, so rules. Then there's a title. So I'm going to do type dot title being required. Title and type title and default is also required. Function mount, and I'm going to say this type is equal to new type, unit type. That's it. That's it. That's actually it. Then we have a function over here called save. And I'm going to set this validate. And then we're going to do this type save. And then we'll redirect. return, redirect, route, then we'll do admin unit types index. Copy all of this into edit. I really don't like creating forms. That's why it usually takes long to, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels this way. I don't like making forms. Forms is just such a tedious job. Unit type, find ID. This ID should be found inside mount. Now I'm going to go to index over here, create the table real quick. Okay, so most of these are creating the table just the exact same way, so I'm just going to come in and copy all the way till the card there, and then just go to unit types index, paste that there, close it off first, close this one off as well. Table responsive, I'll do table default. Table responsive, table primary, nope. ID, title, and then I'll say default measurement, and then I'll come in here and do copy this, remove that. What will I do for each? Yes, for each unit types as type. I'll come and paste this here, use the ID. So type ID, type title, and then type default. Okay, actions. So we'll do actions. This one will be a class of text center. This one, the TD here. Yeah, so now we'll do the actions that have been put here. They're pretty much the same. Admin, unit, types, edit, payment. Next one will be type ID. Then this one will be type ID, delete. And we didn't do the delete function as well. Are you sure you'd want to delete this unit type? Yeah, and that's it. In the index, we didn't create the function for deletion. And you see the unit type needs units, right? Or rather it should have units. Okay, so I'll come in and say type is equal to unit type find ID, and then I'll say if unit type, if type actually, type units count is greater than 0, then If the types is greater than 0, then this emit. Okay, done. Warning. Then I'll say this unit type has measurement units. Linked to it. And then after that we return. Then this type, or rather type delete, and then I'll do this emit. So I'll do this emit done, and the message will be success. Successfully deleted a unit. Successfully deleted a unit type from the system. I think I'll do that, and then I'll do a protected listeners. Done. Render. Okay, I think everything is good. Just a few things. This one should be FAS, FA trash. Great. Of course. And this one will be deleted ultimately, right? No, it won't. Okay, so because of course now, because you can't delete things that have constrained foreign IDs that already have unit types attached to it. So I'm going to go to my app, HTTP models, unit type, then go and create a function over here called units. So function units, and then I'm going to say return this. Okay, so this unit types has many. I'll use has many, then unit class. That's it. And something else I want to add to the table is default measurement, number of units. Number of measurement units, and then I'll come in here and do type units count. That's it. I come in here, delete. This unit type has measurement units linked to it. Wow. Let's say we go to edit now. Let's go create first. So in create, there's something up with my clipboard. Oh yes, it's working now. So come in here and do that. Okay, now let's go on. Oh wait, hold on. List of unit types. Hey, we come in here, create, and then we say create a new unit type. Then we'll come in here, do card header h5 new unit type. That being done, we'll do card body. Let's save it like that. So card body will be having a form, but I'll just do two. I'll just do title and default, right? So I'll just do dot column, so dot row dot column md6 dot column 12, and then I'll multiply it by 2, which is fine. So now after multiplying it by 2, the first one will be the input of the text. From input, name will be title. Placeholder, enter the title of your unit type. Text, title. Text, I'll do message here. Okay, then I'll come in here, copy this. Not the entire thing, but this one only. I'll come in here, put it here. Then I'll put default measurement unit. Text, and then I'll say placeholder, enter the default measurement unit. It would be cool if when we are creating, we'd create also a unit that attaches this unit type, and then it uses the default one. Like if I go to units, I have gram already ready for me, and for me to use, and then liter also ready for me to use. I could delete liter, but then it doesn't mean that the default is eradicated. I'll show you what I mean. So if I come in here, default measurement unit, of course I'm going to use one of these. So I'm just going to come in here and do error. I'll do error, and then I'll come in here and say type dot default, and then I'll come in here, do message. I'll come and copy this and put it here in place of this title here. Paste it. I'll do danger for this one, title, and then danger for his one as well. And that's it. I think we're good. Now we just need to do wire model. This one will be type title, and then the next one will be type default. And then after the row, that's when we'll put the btn dark, and then dot text uppercase, and then I'll put save. So now when we're going to new unit type, we have this doc, sorry. Yeah, so we have this. If I click on save, of course the button doesn't do anything yet, so I'll just do wire click, and then I'll do save. That's it. It's very interesting. The cricket has come back. Crickets love to make a lot of noise, man. Crickets love to make a lot of noise. So if I come and say countable, and then I'll come and say singular, or just that, or single. That's it. I'll save this. That's it. Countable, single, number of measurement units, none. I can come and delete this. Okay, I can't delete this one. This unit type has measurement units linked to it. New measurement unit, so enter the title of the measurement unit. Sorry, unit types, new unit. I'll do countable and then single. Save this. Okay, and then I'll come and do measurement units, new measurement unit. Enter the title of the measurement unit, pair. The symbol will be I don't know. Let's try and see if this actually exists. Symbol for. Sorry, my typing is bad. Symbol for pair. Let's just call it pairs. Unit will be countable. Rate to default. How much of the unit makes the default? 2 of the unit. 2 of these units make the default. Wait, what? Wait, no, hold on. 2 pairs is equal to 1 single. No. Half a pair, so 0.5. Unit type countable. Yeah, 0.5 pairs is equal to 1 single. That's it. That's what I mean. Yeah, half a pair is equal to a single. That's it. So now if I go back to unit types, of course. Now if I go to view unit types and then I come and delete this one, you can't delete. This unit type has measurement units linked to it. I feel accomplished with this one. So that one is done. Brands is done, I'm sure. So it's just invoices and quotations, and then also sales. Just a very small error with the sales that I wouldn't like to let get out there. But let's actually look at the sales and see what happens when we hit create. You know, there's a lot of things that are going on in terms of like you know, if we were able to do a bit of some lazy loading, then it would make sense. But I mean, it's okay. It's all good. Yeah, there's a few errors that we need to eradicate with the sales. I think we just need to look at them from this perspective. Let's look at the sales create. There's a few things we need to look at. For instance, let's actually look at this very closely. Okay, so we have this part for the products list, right? If this products list, yeah, if we have the products list, then for every single piece of the products list, we need to come in and say okay, if the integer value of the products list first section, which is obviously the price, or which is obviously the product ID, is equal to this product ID, then if this, and then we do a second check. If this price is not equal to the products list quantity, then we have to throw a validation exception. It'll say this price doesn't match what is already in the products list, and then we'll come in here and say this products list. Now see, if this check doesn't go through, then we have to add this products list quantity, right? And then we do a count. So this count is going to be used for like checking if the array has a certain amount of items inside it. So if the count is equal to 0 after this entire check, then we have to push the new we have to push a new products list. Yeah, this count is to check if there's an existing, if there's already an existing based on the products list that we've selected. Then once we push it, we have to reset the product ID and the quantity only. Yeah, I think that's all right. Raise your voice and raise your power. Price, we'll just do that. We'll just add this to reset the price. That's fine. We need to also check if this quantity and the balance, the available balance or the available items of that particular product are actually like more. Why are we selling more than what we can sell? You know, so so if we make sale for each of these products as key item, we need to check for the quantity first. Also, we need to check for the quantity. So product items is equal to product item where product description ID item 0 get, right? That's fine. For each product items as product item, okay, if product item is sold, then if the product item is already sold, if the product item is not been sold, then we check, or we rather do the product item sales attach the sale ID with the sales price being that, and then we count plus plus. But now there's this products list we have over here, right? So we're doing a for each over here. So we'll say if right, if the product items okay, so this check should come in this for each. Yeah, so now we have to check if the product item is product item available items. Now this available items I think is also being found in, so it's inside the product item, a singular product item. But then product description ID. Instead of doing product items, why not do product descriptions? How about this product description? Product description is equal to product description find, and then we'll take item 0 get, like that, find item 0. Okay, then we'll come in here and say for each product description For each product description, I'll actually look for product items as item. No, not as product item. Then product item, available items. No. This one now comes outside. So if product description available items. So now we already have a number of available items, right? So now we need to come in here and say item. So which item? The quantity. The quantity is in position 1. So if item 1 is already greater than product description available items, because this is where we are, so quantity is the second one. This is it. So if item position 1 is greater than the product description available items, then this emit. Then I'm going to do done, and then we're going to do, there's warning, there's danger, there's success. I think I'll just do warning. I'll do warning, and then I'll say the number of available items is more than what you are selling, or rather the number of available items is less than what you want to sell. Then that and then we return. Then we return. So if this check succeeds, then we're not going to go to this for each loop. The price doesn't match what is already here. Then I need to do another if check over here inside this first if check. So if this products list I is equal to 0 is equal to this product ID. So we're talking about this product ID over here as though we are dealing with so the product ID, quantity and price are the ones that are going to be put in the array, in the products list array. We have the sale, we have the product descriptions. So I need to do a quantity check. So if this quantity, okay, if this quantity is okay, is greater than, okay, no, if this quantity, the quantity that's in the form is greater than what is available. So we'll take what is in the list already, okay, and then we'll add it to the available item of the product that we're talking about. So which product are we talking about? So we've already added products into the table, so we need to minus the available products in total. So in this situation, we need to take the product ID that has been selected and look for the product available items, right? This product ID is supposed to be checked for when I make the purchase. This product ID is going to be taken to evaluate like what the product item or the product description. Product descriptions, all this is what is usually used. This is what's going to be used for the product ID. So I'm going to take into account product description, find ID, find this product ID. Find this product ID, okay, then get the available items. Then minus the sent value. I got no rival. Shall I say it in Japanese? Genkaida. You've already reached your limit. You have already reached your limit of items for this product. Yeah, that's it. What's the fastest way to check a truthy value for this? I think I'll just do count then, because this is an array. So count is greater than 0. That's it. Let's check it out. Add new cell. So okay, product description, we'll add, we can select the ones that are not available. We'll do 3 here, quantity, I'll do 3, recommended 138, or I'll do 140, select 1, this I'm selecting to the customer that I've selected. I've sold this on 19th. Okay. So I'll add this to the list. Okay, that's added. Now if I come in here, select that same disposable slippers quantity of items. I'll do 3 again, 140. So the unit cost is the same. It's the same person still. You already have reached your limit for items of this product. Let's reduce it to 1, we see. Yeah, you've already reached your limit of items for this product. Now I need to increase the performance of this particular page. And I don't know what I can do to increase the performance. Because there's so much data we're dealing with. You can see 40 like this. There's so much. There's too many descriptions here. So I come in here, make the sale. Successfully made the sale number 36. So if I go to the view sales list, number 36 is here. If I load loading is easy. Now loading this page, add new sale, is the one that's taking like forever. The performance is not really on point. Yeah, performance is just not so good. I don't know, what can we do? I'll deal with that. I think generally maybe it's because I'm dealing with it on a Windows machine. If I put it on a Linux machine, it will be chap. But this is the limit. I think this is as good as we've gone. Yeah, I think that's all right. Well, sales done. I think the error that we were trying to resolve has been resolved. Yeah. So now we're just left with quotations and invoices, and then we're done with the system. Yes. Episode 12, ladies and gentlemen, we will be done with the inventory system. I thank you all for being with me throughout this entire journey of finishing this particular system. And we're going to also talk about deployment. We're also going to be talking about how to manage, how to do a bit of some management in terms of like the database addition of columns and stuff like that when it's on production. And touching on that will be a very huge point, actually. Maintenance is such a vital thing when it comes to Laravel, because many people think that they can just come to the database and the migrations and just edit the way we've been editing in the past. It's not that. We don't do that, man. We don't do that. We can't just come in here and start editing and then say, okay, I'm going to migrate fresh. No, that's not how it works. Because if you do migrate fresh, you're going to be deleting, or you're going to be risking deleting all the data that is already been put in there. And then also in terms of compatibility, let's say you export the MySQL database and all that stuff, you will not be able to import it back into that database because of some changed values and all that stuff. So you're probably going to have to go and manually edit some of that SQL that's already in place, which is a very tedious job if you think about it. So in terms of maintenance, there's a very huge and very crucial way to go about it. And maintaining up Laravel applications, it's not easy, it's not hard as well. You just need to maintain a certain balance and a certain mindset on which you're supposed to maintain a certain mindset on which you're supposed to really adhere to the conventions. Adhering to those conventions, it's not so simple, especially if you've been dealing with beginner code. So the moment you move to the advanced levels of it is you're supposed to create new migrations that alter the database tables from that point of view. And you need to create values, or you need to create columns that are alterable. That you can create columns that, let's say for example, there's either default value or it's nullable, and that's usually a very tedious job if you ask me, because once you do that, some of your data will be vulnerable. So that's why design is very important from the very beginning. Before you even deploy your application, you need to have tested it through. You have to put it through all the different kinds of tests that are required for this particular application. So it's a very deep situation, very, very deep indeed. And before we go on, I want to just build this application first. I want to do in my terminal. This is what I can do. Let me clear this. I'll just do NB and it will build. Okay, that is done. So now deploying this application it's not an easy task, but it's not hard either. It depends on what it is that you're deploying on. If you're deploying on shared hosting, there's a very systematic way to go about it. VPS, you have to prepare the VPS from scratch as well before you can really host it on a VPS server. And there's so many different ways you can go about this. My main methods usually involve, like, let's say for example, if you're deploying this for one client and they're not going to be like, it's not going to be widespread, like it's in terms of use. If there's only like one user, two users in the system, and there's those multiple items that you're going to be deploying inside, then I mean, deploying this application for one or two users to use on a daily, you can put it on a shared hosting and you'll be okay. But it also depends on which shared hosting you're going to be putting it on, because data like this, if we look at the database that we've already deployed the dummy data on, if we go to MySQL, if we go to Heidi, Heidi will tell me that my database space, which is inventory, it will tell me my, I don't know, I have 35 database tables. Uptime 2 hours, 2 days. Let me see, what's the total? I don't know what my total size is. I can see 1.8 megabytes just from the sale product items. There are 7,545 rows over here. That's for sales. If you're making massive numbers of sales, this is probably just from 15 sales. So let's say you make 1,000 sales, right? How big will this database be? We'll probably simulate this in the very end to see the space requirements, the maximum space requirements for such a database. I can't really pinpoint how to get, let's actually see. I can't actually compute the size. Oh yeah, here it is. The size here is here, 4.4 megabytes. To put that into context, this is a hotel's database, an actual live hotel's database. And you can see it's only taking 144 kilobytes. And this is on a basis of, it's just sessions. It's just recording sessions. I'm not even logging in or whatever. And that's how it goes. So you can see this is a property application. It had, how many database tables did it have? It had these are how many? These are actually, I don't know how many database tables. These are 16 database tables. This is one This is one hotel site that is also using like bookings and stuff. It has 224, and you can see the size is only that. But then when you go to the inventory app, this is just from probably 17 sales. 17. I don't know how many I crafted actually. Let's actually see. It's not anywhere close to 100 sales. If I go to the seeders, then we do sales seeder, you'll be able to see 35 sales. 35 sales have made at 1.8 GB of data. You can see product items over here. In terms of product items, we can be able to gauge that we did it like this. And we only did between 1 and 40. So you can also see sales are 35 sales, right? Product items, we'll just be able to see that there are 7,739 product items. They are attached to the purchases, of course. Sorry, not the purchases, but the product descriptions. So 146 product descriptions created 7,739 product items. What if there were more? It's pretty simple, really. I have roles, role user. We've not done the permissions and all that stuff. So we're still yet to do it. But permissions will always be based on the routes and the functions. That's another thing that I need to also leave online. So tomorrow, invoices and quotations. I think we're good. I think we're very, very good. We've been streaming for 3 hours and 40 minutes. Should we do another 20 minutes just for good measure? No, I don't think so. But 3 hours, 20 minutes, we've been live and we've done a bucket load of work. We've literally hit 90% of this application. We can actually go back to the dashboard, maybe even do a bit of lazy loading in the long run. I'll look up a way of doing lazy loading so that we don't have to wait for multiple seconds over here just for this page to load. And then we'll do that for the rest of these. And then we'll be good, and we'll be good and golden. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, I will leave it at that. Please, indeed, if you guys are still on there, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Yeah, if you guys are going to be joining later on and you're going to be watching this for the whole 4 hours, please do hit that subscribe button. We'll be making short format content pretty soon. I have things down with my editor. My preferred editor nowadays is DaVinci Resolve, and I'm loving every single bit of it. I'm using a lot of Photoshop nowadays as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys need any short format content that I can really bridge for you, then I'll be happy to do so. That being said, I will leave it at that. Live stream for Inventory App Startup number 11 is called to a close. I have been your host, Steve Nyanumba. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys tomorrow, 9 p.m., same time, and I will take you through the quotations and invoices section. That will be all from me, and yeah, please do indeed take care and have yourselves a lovely night. God bless.
It's the calm before the storm. Things aren't as they were before. You best start bracing. Did you think you could keep us out? Shut the gates, forget us now. Tides are changing. Can you hear the sound? Can't stop us now. We're not back in town, know what we're doing. Things are about to change, it's evolution. Voices shake the ground, you feel it moving. We're the revolution. Can you hear the sound? With the ground beneath your feet, with a whisper in the trees. Do you feel us watching? Hunger in our eyes, victories on our minds. It's our time to rise. Can you hear the sound? Can't stop us now. We're not back in town, know what we're doing. Things are about to change, it's evolution. Voices shake the ground, you feel it moving. We're the revolution. Can you hear the sound? back and don't know what we're doing. Things are about to change, it's evolution. Voices shake the ground, you feel it moving. We're the revolution.